all kinds of little things like that you can be doing. There are all kinds of little things, and those kind of things begin to give you exposure. They also put you in front of people who can also tell you other things that they're aware of and that they know about, et cetera, et cetera.
So people, take her words to heart. Industry vet, write it down. She wouldn't steer you wrong. Now, do you have any shout-outs you want to give before we conclude this interview?
Do I have any shout-outs I want to give? I want to just give a shout-out to everybody out there who is entrepreneurial in spirit. The next big trend out of this world and the new level, what we do know now about success and becoming a building and all of that is going to be based on three things. Figure out what you can really do, what you're good at, and put your focus on doing that. Don't necessarily get caught up with, trying to jump into corporations, but understand whether or not what you do, if that's something that you can perform as is it a skill or a concept or an idea that you can be, if you cultivated it as a business to yourself, that it could be done. And if your answer is yes, then bet on yourself. That's something I'm an advocate of, that you really need to find your own way to independence. You'll be happier. Number one. Number two, build your faith. Success is not just the job and the title and the big check. It's a balance of work and faith and family, and it's a balance. So, don't neglect that. And the third thing is, never give up. Once you decide if you have a vision or you have a dream of where you see yourself and what you think you should be doing with your life, doesn't matter who tells you can't make it and, you're no good. Don't give up. Don't give up. The difference between winners and highly successful people who accomplish great things in life and those who don't are that the people who actually become the leaders and the entrepreneurs and the people who delivered everything from Ford, motor cars to Kentucky Fried Chicken to Def Jam Records to, I could go on and on. These are all people who had an idea, they had a vision, and they believed in themselves and they never gave up. It was tough, and they had tough times, and they can all tell you tough stories. They can all tell stories about when they wanted to give up and they thought about it, but they didn't. And that's the point, set your course, and once you get on it, stick to it.
Now, do you have a MySpace page where folks can get in contact with you?
Yeah, they can just go, and if anybody can email me at info@hotface. If they go to Hotface, which is spelled HAUTEFACE.com, and just send it to info@hotface. Anything that's for me gets forwarded to me.
All right, people, so go ahead, hit her up.
I have a MySpace page, Cassandra Mills MySpace, and Facebook, all of that.
Okay, so people, go check her out, hit her up, let her know what's good. Ladies and gentlemen, Time Machine exclusive, Miss Cassandra Mills, president of Hotface and former head of Giant Records. Miss Mills, thank you for doing this interview and hang on the line.
Well, good. Thank you for having me, and it was my pleasure.
All right.